Hi, welcome to Sumery P. Today I've got a quick spelt ginger cake. It's moist and light and it's got sugar and spice and all things light, all things nice. So if you'd like to see how to make my spelt ginger cake, come with me and let's see. So step one of our cake today, you need to pop your oven on 170 degrees C, and I'll pop the notes for Fahrenheit as I speak above me. And in a bowl, you want to sift your flour. So as I said, I'm doing spelt flour, white spelt flour, 200 grams, but feel free to swap that out for just regular flour. Most of my recipes are interchangeable. And I've got a teaspoon of bicarb soda or baking soda. And I've got a teaspoon of ground cinnamon and a little bit of ginger. Wouldn't be a ginger cake without the ginger. 2 teaspoons of ginger. So let's just sift all that into this large bowl. Little hint is grab your whisk as well, and that can help it go down quicker. So that's all ready. So we're just going to set that aside. Oh, just before we do that, I've just got a little pinch of salt I'm going to add in. So now into this bowl, we're going to pop in 2 types of sugar. I've got 50 grams of dark brown sugar and 50 grams of caster sugar. And then into that, we're going to add 110 grams of unsalted butter. So I've had that just softening at room temperature. So let's whisk these two together. I always do it on low to start with, and then once it's combined a little bit, then I bump it up. So then you need to grab a small loaf tin. I'm just doing it in my little one today, and I've just greased it and paper lined it. You don't really need to worry about getting the paper on the sides, and I've just clipped it down to make it stay. You just want to make sure that's light and fluffy. So now we're going to add in 2 whole eggs, and I use the free-range organic eggs, and they're large. It wouldn't be a ginger cake without black treacle. So I've got a tin of black treacle here, and we need 150 grams. I know it's a lot, but I've tried it without, and it doesn't taste as good. So let me just measure that into the bowl. So what I might do, I'm going to just take it off the stand mixer and pop it on my scales so I can go directly into the bowl to save messing it up, to save extra washing up. Now if you're somewhere and you can't get black treacle, you could probably swap it out for golden syrup. The cake just won't be as intense. I always find it tricky to measure out golden syrup and honey, and it's also sticky. But if you do it directly into the bowl, it saves on a bit of a mess. So the other thing we need is boiling water. So I'm just going to turn my kettle on. We need 100 mils of boiling water. I'm just going to stop it and scrape it. So let's go grab the water. I'm just going to measure on my scales 100 mils. I've just bumped up my speed because I want to try and combine all that butter and sugary mix. I'm going to add the flour in, but just a little at a time, just as we're mixing it through. I just put it on low because my flour was going everywhere. Before I mix it anymore, just going to stop and scrape it. And I need to prep the stem ginger. You can make your own stem ginger, but I just bought some from the supermarket. So it's ginger pieces that have been prepared in a sugar syrup. So I'm just using 2 of those, which is roughly 50 grams. Now this is optional. If you can't get them or you don't have them, you could leave it out. Or if you can buy crystallized ginger, you could add a little bit of that. So I'm just going to chop it into some small pieces. Now, I haven't tried fresh ginger either, but you could try that if you really wanted that zingy freshness. But these little pieces taste amazing when you just crunch on one. We love ginger here, so this cake is our perfect kind of cake. And I love having it for breakfast, toasted with a little bit of butter when you want a naughty breakfast. And if you're new here today, consider subscribing. I'm doing 3 new recipes a week, and all you need to do is have a Google account, hit the bell, and then you get notified when I have a new video. So let's just get this ginger in there. My hands are a bit sticky. No more sticky hands. So now we need to pop this water in, the 100 mils. And then we just want to gently mix that before we pop it into our tin. I'll just do a little bit of a clean up while that's mixing. Before the final mix, I'll do one more scrape. Make sure it's all off the base. I think we're good to start pouring it. So grab your tin. So that's a really lovely, rich batter. So I'm going to pour that in. A little bit of mix that wasn't mixed, so I'm just mixing it as I'm pouring it. Sometimes when I use this bowl, it's quite large and you get some things stuck down the bottom. Take off those little clips. I'm going to bake this in, my oven's hot. I'm going to bake this for 30 to 40 minutes and check it with a skewer. And if the skewer comes out clean, it's done. Can't wait to taste it. So here we are back again with the spelt ginger cake. It's all cooked. It smells delicious. I've made a cup of tea, so I'm going to just try a little bit with you. It's moist and light. It's got a little crunchy edge when it's first cooked, which is lovely. And first bite, I got some ginger, which is great. I love that little extra zing. I hope you've liked my recipe today. Hit the thumbs up. Try baking it at home. Share this video with a friend. Stick around, I'll pop some links to some other cakes that you might like. And don't forget, consider subscribing if you're new here today. Hit the bell and then you get notified as soon as I've got a new video. I'm doing 3 recipes a week for you. And let me know if there's anything that you'd love me to film. Pop a comment below or send me a note. You can go to my channel page and I've got an email address there. And you can also jump back to suemarieP.com and subscribe to my twice a month newsletter called Kitchen Love. Anyway, thank you for watching once again, and I'll see you next time. Bye. I'm going to go away and eat this with my cup of tea. See ya.